Hello everyone, I have the new iPhone XR. If you're new around here, my name is Saradietschy, rhymes with Peachy, so you know I am so excited about this color, the unofficial Apple Sara Peachy collab. Something interesting is a lot of the camera features that you're gonna find in the iPhone XS are in this phone. The LCD display isn't quite a 1080 display, but you're still gonna have similar features that you're used to in previous iPhones with the 3D touch, except they're calling it haptic touch. So when you're trying to access your camera or the flashlight from the home screen, you're still gonna get a similar feeling. And from my experience, it's not that different. But let's get into the camera. For me, that's the #1 most important thing with these phones. Can I still shoot portrait mode? What is the difference? Because we have not seen an iPhone at this low price point in a very long time. It starts at $749 for the 64GB version, which is $250 cheaper than the iPhone XS. So what's different? So the differences between the iPhone XR and the XS and the XS Max aren't as many as you would think. Yes, the bezels on the XR are a little bit thicker. You also actually lose the 2 stage light modes in the rear camera portrait mode, but let's be honest, who actually uses those? But the XR has the same exact 12 megapixel f1.8 wide rear camera, the same true depth front-facing camera, the new A12 Bionic chip with the next generation neural engine that's in the XS, and also portrait mode on both the rear and front-facing cameras. Let's talk about portrait mode. On the XS, the wide and telephoto lens is used to take 2 pictures at one time to make the depth map. It heavily relies on the hardware to take this portrait mode picture. The telephoto lens is what takes a picture of the subject, and the wide lens is what takes a picture of the background. That's why you usually have to take a few steps back when you enter into portrait mode, but you have to stay within an 8-foot range for it to work. The iPhone XR only has 1 camera, and that is the wider lens. So it uses computational photography to separate the subject from the background, but it still allows for that depth control after you take the picture. This is similar to what we've seen with the Google Pixel phone, where it only has 1 camera opposed to 2, but it can still take those portrait pictures. Now, the neural network, aka just the algorithm, is only trained to take portrait pictures of people. So you can't take a portrait mode picture with that beautiful blurry background of an object like you can on the XS. So taking a portrait mode picture with this wide lens opposed to the telephoto, I feel like makes for an entirely different look. I didn't have to step back from Cody to get a picture that was the same focal length to my eye. Here is me standing the same distance away from Cody with the XS, but this is what the portrait mode looks like since it's using the telephoto lens. You're able to capture much more of the background with the iPhone XR portrait. It's a different kind of portrait mode, and I kind of like it. The edges look pretty sharp, and I look forward to testing it out more, maybe comparing it with the Pixel and the XS. So this computational photography, we've seen it before with other phones, but this is the first time to have portrait mode in an iPhone with only 1 lens. So I don't know necessarily if it's a better thing, but I'm very, very intrigued. Other than the camera situation, just basically missing the telephoto lens, these are actually really good looking phones. The aluminum side is actually color matched with the colored glass that is supposed to be more durable than the iPhone X. It records stereo sound like the XS and has that surround sound when watching videos. Because it has the A12 Bionic chip, Face ID is very snappy, and you will have the same augmented reality capabilities found on the XS. I wouldn't consider this a budget iPhone at all like the SE. It packs in a lot of the same features as the XS with a $250 lower price point. So hey, if you're on the iPhone 5 through 7 and you can't commit to these $1,000 flagship phones, and you don't mind losing that telephoto lens, this is gonna be a solid upgrade, and you're gonna look super hip with one of these 6 colors. A couple days ago, I actually released a fun video comparing the Note 9, the iPhone XS, and the new Pixel 3. Some of it takes place in Toronto, Canada, and some of it takes place here in New York with my family in town. Papa Peach and Mama Peach were here. So make sure to check out that video right here. And also, I am throwing a mini documentary contest where you can win tons of prizes, like $10,000 worth of prizes. You can also check out that link in the description below. And next week, I'm gonna post videos that don't have to do with phones. Let me me know if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button down below for new videos every single week. Until next time, guys, stay peachy, stay coral. Okay, bye.